Hello, I'm Luke Haggerty. I'm the viticulturist here at the Lake Erie Regional Grape Program. This podcast, we're going to talk about the Lake Erie Regional Grape Program itself. So today, Tim's here to kind of help us give us a little breakdown of what the Lake Erie Regional Grape Program is.
Yep.
Tim?
Thanks, Luke. Tim Weigle. I'm with the New York State IPM program. I do grape and hops IPM across New York State and into Erie County, Pennsylvania. And I'm the team leader of the Lake Erie Regional Grape Program. And so what is the Lake Erie Regional Grape Program? It's a collaborative effort between Penn State and Cornell University. It started in 1992. And the thinking back then was, and still continues to be, is that we have 10,000 acres of grapes in Erie County, Pennsylvania along the Lake Erie shoreline. And we have 20,000 approximately acres of grapes in New York State in Chautauqua, Cattaraugus, Erie, and Niagara counties. So right along that Lake Erie shoreline up into Lake Ontario and Niagara County. Figured, hey, the only thing there that breaks it up is an imaginary state line. So sharing resources and personnel, they thought we could actually add some personnel. The Lake Erie Regional Grape Program was formed, and we were able to, at the time, there was an extension specialist or extension agent in Erie County, Pennsylvania. There was a viticulturalist and an IPM position in New York, and by combining resources, we were able to add a business management specialist to the team. So now we're here at the Cornell Lake Erie Research and Extension Laboratory, which houses both members of the extension team and also research team. So we have both extension and research with the Lake Erie Regional Grape Program.
And who are some of the people, or what do the teams look like as far as extension side and the research side?
Okay, on the extension side, we have an office manager who you'll see when you come in the door. We have a viticulturalist, IPM specialist. We have business management specialists who you'll see Kevin on the podcast from time to time. We have a technician, and we have two part-time people who are with us to help us with the grants. Right now, those two people are helping us with the Efficient Vineyards SCRI project.
Okay.
As far as the research side, we have Dr. Terry Bates, who is the director and research viticulturalist. There are 3 full-timers. There's a number of part-time folks, again, who are supported by grants. If you go over to the other side of the Great Belt in Pennsylvania, Northeast PA, there is at the station there are 2 technicians, one in plant pathology, one in entomology, and you have a technician and then office staff down there as well.
Okay, wonderful. So can you talk a little bit about what are some of the benefits? Because usually there's extension centers and then there's research centers. We're kind of a joint. What are some of the benefits of having both research and extension in the same place?
Yeah, one of the great things about having research and extension is that you're able to, at least from my opinion, is extension is able to get into the planning of research projects. We're able to help out with the research projects. And so when the research is completed, and I think a lot of this has to do with having Dr. Bates as the viticulturalist as well, but when that research is completed, it is easily implementable into grower vineyards.
Right.
Growers can stop by the lab here, and if we can't get answers, then we do have another resource. The researcher is right here for us to try and get answers from as well.
Yep, it has been handy. So, all right, I suppose with that, so just kind of a nutshell, we have 2 kind of, within the Great Belt, we have one program that has 2 buildings that, one in Pennsylvania, one in New York. Majority of the grape program is out of the Clairol facility here in Portland, New York. Both, 3 extension people here, one in Pennsylvania. Covers 2 states and 5 counties, so that's
and the one thing I didn't mention is the funding, which is when you start getting something with as many different moving pieces, trying to keep the funding to keep all those pieces going. We're really fortunate to have good funding partners, Cornell, Penn State, the 5 counties I mentioned earlier, county extension associations, and something that's a little bit unique for our situation is that we have processors from the Lake Erie region that are involved. National Grape Cooperative, or Welch's, as you might know them by. Constellation Brands and Walker Fruit Basket provide funding for the extension team, and also 75 cent a ton voluntary contribution for all the Concords taken. They also support research that is done in the Lake Erie region and across New York State to help the growers in this area.
Outstanding. Thanks, Tim. As always, if you have questions about this podcast or any other questions that relate to grape production, leave it in the comment section, and we look forward to answering those in future podcasts. Thanks, Tim.
Great.
Thank you for watching.